Hey everybody, Mark here. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. One man has earned $30,000 in one day with Pocket Option using the strategy that I'm about to share with you right on this video. I was browsing YouTube the other day. I came across this YouTube channel. It's called FlipSpark Trading. One of his students has earned $30,000 in one day using this strategy. So does it really work? Well, we're going to find out right on this video. Now, if you haven't seen FlipSpark Trading, you haven't seen his YouTube channel yet, I would highly suggest go over there and check it out. Some really good content on that channel. All right, let's go back to Pocket Option. I'll be sharing with you the settings, the indicators, and everything you need to do this strategy. So there's only two indicators. Let's go ahead and go over those right now. So it's going to be the Keltner channel and the CCI. Here's the Keltner channel right here. So go ahead and select that, and also the CCI. Okay, so as soon as you have both of those clicked, then let's go ahead over here to the Keltner channel. Just to the right of the name, you'll find the little pencil icon. Go ahead and click on that. And we're going to make some settings here. We're going to change some settings. The EMA period must be 25. The ATR period is 15. And the multiplier is 1. Okay. Now click on the styles. Now for the colors and that sort of thing and the different lines on the indicator, you're going to go ahead and just click where it says middle. You're going to uncheck this box right to the left of where it says middle here, because we're only going to use the top and bottom line inside of the Keltner channel. Okay, we don't really need that middle line. Now you can keep that on if you want to. You can still see everything properly, but just for this video and to follow the strategy correctly, I will leave the middle line turned off. Okay. Now the background, you guys can go ahead and customize this if you want to. I like the way it is right now. So let's go ahead and click on save to make sure that we save the changes. Okay. You guys got all that? Great. Now let's go down to CCI. Down here at the bottom of the chart here, you'll see that the CCI indicator has been applied just to the right of the name of the indicator. You're going to find again another pencil icon. Go ahead and click on that. And then for the inputs, we're going to select a period of 20. Now that might be by default, so you may not have to change anything right here. Over on the styles menu, there's really not a whole lot that you guys are going to have to change. Everything should be set up exactly perfect by using the default settings. Okay, so let's go ahead and click on save. All right, so we're on the charts now. What you're looking for and what you're waiting for is the price to break out of the Keltner channel. Okay, either the top side of the Keltner channel right here, or the bottom side of the Keltner channel down here. Also, when this happens, you're going to look at the CCI to see if it has reached the top 100 point of the CCI. In this case, this would be like an overbought signal, or if it reaches the bottom portion, the very bottom of the CCI. So in other words, look at it like this. So the CCI has this shaded area. So when this oscillator here reaches the shaded area, or towards the bottom of the shaded area down with this line here, almost like, I guess you could say, like it would be like an oversold area. That would be another indicator for you. If you have the price moving out of the Bollinger Bands, if it's breaking out of the bottom, okay, like right here, breaking out outside of this Keltner channel. I said Bollinger Bands. It's very similar to the Bollinger Bands. But if it's breaking out towards the bottom of this Keltner, also look down on the CCI to see if we're touching the very bottom of that CCI as well. Now, It also goes for the other way. So let's go ahead and switch to chart, find something else here. Let's say we're breaking to the upside. So if we're breaking strong up here, we break out of the Keltner channel, right? You see some very strong candles is what you want to see. But also, you do not enter until we reach or hit the top of the CCI, which is the top of the shaded area right up here. Okay? That's your signal to enter. Pretty straightforward, guys. 2 indicators. Break out of the Keltner channel on the top or the bottom. Use the CCI for another indicator before you enter the trade to see if it's either overbought or oversold. That's it. Pretty straightforward. So let's go ahead and jump in here and look for a setup. But before we do that, what's the most important thing about trading? It's money management. And for that, we use the Wealth Warriors Trade Manager. You know, we show this every day on my YouTube channel. This allows us to win even if we have losses. This is not martingale, guys. Okay? Martingale, you lose 3 times in a row, you have blown your account. You're liquidated. That's it. You're done. There's no stop loss. If you lose 5 times in a row, that's it. I don't know, whatever you've seen on YouTube, it doesn't matter. Okay? Now, there may be chances if you have a much larger balance, you may be able to lose like maybe 6 times in a row, but for most of you, it's going to be like around 5 times. And you have lost pretty much all of your capital. That's not what this is. The Wealth Warriors Trade Manager is something that's available to all of the VIP members inside of our private Telegram group. We also have a membership website, okay? This is something with a very advanced algorithm, something that allows you to stay in the game and still win your trading sessions. So this is the real deal here, guys. We have over 1,200 members using this calculator right now. Well, I wouldn't say we'd call it a calculator. Let's just say what it is. It's a trade manager. Helps you stay on track, gives you structure, prevents you from overtrading. That's what's important here. And that's why this is the best edge with your trading instead of using looking at a strategy as an edge. It could be an edge, but really to me, the strongest edge is going to be with the money management, because that's how you guys are going to come out winning at the end. So with the trade manager, we set the settings here, risky or ultra conservative. It's totally up to you. I'll be doing 2 wins out of 10. So for me, I've set this to 2 out of 10, right? I know some of you guys have reached out. You like the fact that I'm using more riskier settings. That's okay. I mean, sometimes I use a little bit more riskier settings, sometimes I don't. But the first trade amount, and that's the great thing, is that the trade manager gives you the trade amounts for you, so you don't have to think about how much should I start to trade with. If I lose that trade, what's the next trade amount, right? It's just, you don't really know. You're guessing. That's why the manager takes out the guesswork for you. The first trade amount is going to be 342, as it's printed right here. So I will go over to Pocket Option and enter that in. 342. Yeah, so that looks pretty good. And so once we have that trade amount entered, let's make sure that we have the time frame and the expiry set up correctly. Okay. Now for this video, because this is it's not a live video, it's not live streaming, but I'm recording this. I'm going to keep the camera rolling. Okay. I might make some edits if I stumble over my words or if something's not very clear and that sort of thing, or if there's a glitch or something like that. But guys, I keep the camera rolling. You know, if you watch my channel, if you subscribe today, that my videos are pretty long because I don't really edit them that much. I keep them rolling so you can see my live trades. Because on YouTube, some of these videos are like 5 minutes long and they edit their videos after every single trade. I don't know. We don't know if they're really winning or not, right? And that's just not cool, because that's not showing the reality behind trading, right? So let's just jump in here and I don't know, we could blow our account today. Now, have I blown my account on my channel yet? No, I have not. Thanks to the trade manager, I have not blown my account yet. Have I blown an account in Pocket Option before? Yes, I have. I mean, months ago. It's like last year, at the beginning of last year, before I started using the Trade Manager, I blew my account. Okay, I think I had, and there's been times when I've had like $300 and I got down to like $100 and I just said, okay, screw it, right? But I had no money management. I don't know what the heck I was doing. So with all that said, let's jump back into the strategy because I know that's why you guys came here today. So I'm going to give you what you came for. Let's go ahead and jump in. So now let's just get the settings correct here. So the chart type up here, click on the little icon here. The chart type's going to be regular candles, a 1 minute time frame for me. Now FlipSpark says to use a 2 minute time frame. If you guys want to follow the strategy exactly, then please use the 2 minute time frame, right? But for the sake of this video, like I said, I'm going to be using 1 minute. But to compensate a little bit, we're still going to use a 2 minute expiry. Very similar to the green line strategy by Mr. Candlestick. And if you guys have not seen my video on how to turn $25 into over $1 million, the exact strategy that was done in order to achieve that, I'm going to send you the link right now. So up here, you don't have to click on it right now, but you can watch this video and then go back later to my channel and find that. But I will post a card at the top of the screen. At the top right of this YouTube video, you're going to find a little eye icon. Click on that, and I will send you directly over to that video. Turning 25 into over 1 million. How exactly was that possible? That video shares all the details, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and jump back in here and get started. So we've got a 2 minute expiry, 1 minute time frame, 2 minute expiry, guys. Okay, that's it. Also make sure that you guys are using a currency pair that's paying out around 90%. And if you've already favorited some of these, let's go ahead and remove them. And so everything up here, you can see at the top of pocket option is paying out around 92%. Look at that, except this one right here, I will go ahead and remove that. This is just the way I do things. You guys are free to do whatever you want. Some users, some traders just come over here and select, the most recent, the highest paying out currency from this menu here. You guys can do whatever you want. All right, let's go ahead and find a setup and make an entry here. So I've explained how the strategy works. I've shared with you the indicator settings. Now let's go ahead and take some trades. Now this is fairly new to me, but I've already done this before, so I know how it works. And a lot of the price has already moved outside of the Keltner channel. So what are you looking for? You're looking to see, you want to find a chart where the price is still inside the Keltner channel. And it's just about to break out of the channel. You see what I mean? So let's go ahead and go through here. Okay, look at this. This is happening, right? But look at the CCI. It's very far away from the bottom, from that oversold point. So sure enough, it looks like the price is turning around. So that's really not going to be a good entry. It's kind of a fake out there. Looks like it's came down to some resistance as well. So does support and resistance matter? Yes, I have a video on support and resistance. That can be helpful. So, but let's just go through here and find something. Okay, so we're coming up to the very top here of this Keltner channel, but we haven't quite really broke out of it. We broke out of it a little bit, but that's only one candle sticking up there with a little wick. And I want to see another candle. I want to see the next candle close outside of that Keltner before I think about making an entry. So let's go. Like this is perfect. You see how this happened, guys? So right here, and you can see this one right here has formed out just outside of that Keltner. And now we're beyond the highest point on the CCI. And sure enough, look at that. It just goes to the upside. Now, of course, I'm looking at the past. And so this is kind of like a little bit of a hindsight type thing. But, I just want to share with you guys what you're really trying to look for here. So. Okay, so we're inside the Keltner channel right now. Let's come back to this because we could see the price break out of the upper side of the Keltner. And if that happens, then we're going to want to take a look at the CCI to see if that's behaving properly. And if it is, if we get a signal on the CCI, then I will go ahead and consider entering the trade. And this is why I've changed the time frame to 1 minute, because, we're on a live video here, we're recording, and, I need things to go at a little bit more of a faster pace, just to make sure, you guys are getting as much, I'm able to show you everything as fast as possible here. So let's go ahead and just browse through. This is already broken out. And if I don't find anything here, we may just go ahead and change the assets. Okay, look at this. Look what's happening here, guys. Breaking out, right? Very nice. Now, we got 26 more seconds. What's the next candle going to be? Are we going to hit some resistance over here on the left? Well, that's possibly. We could. And this is total. I could, make this decision right now and go ahead and enter the trade. Should I wait another 12 seconds for the next candle to appear to see if it prints outside of that Keltner channel? Should I? Or have I just lost the move? You don't want to FOMO here, guys. You're going to have to do this a couple times to really become familiar with this and get used to it. I'm going to go ahead and enter. Now, this is a 2-minute trade, okay? 2-minute expiry anyway. And so now I want you guys to understand something. I show losses on my videos all the time. You can still win even if you have losses. The main thing here is to follow the strategy to the, exactly the way it is as close as possible. And then once you understand how the strategy works, stick with it and keep practicing over and over again. Do not, try to avoid going strategy hopping, switching from one strategy to another. I have my couple strategies that I like personally myself, and I use those strategies all the time. One of those strategies is the Fast 5 strategy. You guys know, if you've been following me, you've heard the Fast 5 a million times. And so, all right, let's check this out and see what's going on. Now, we have 1 more minute. We are way oversold, right? But it looks like it's starting to turn around. And that's all right. Let's just go ahead and wait this out. And I can show you guys that, you really don't have to win every single trade to become profitable if you have proper money management in place. And I know I always say that, but yeah, we're going to keep the camera rolling here. Let's just wait this out. You can get some water, get up, go make a sandwich, right? Make a croissant, put a little butter on it or whatever, or put some ham between the croissant and have that for lunch today, if that's something that you guys want to do. And, maybe that's not your thing. Maybe you want a latte, or maybe just some little piece of bread or whatever, something crunchy or some crackers, just to kind of keep the mind going while you guys are trading, kind of keep the motor skills going in the head, because you guys are building better motor skills. You're developing a stronger strategy with trading, especially if you're watching my videos, which I know that's kind of a shameless thing to say, but, it's true. And we got a win, so that's great. We don't have to get a win. Even if it was a loss, I wouldn't be all butt hurt. That's okay. So if we do have a win, let's go over to the trade manager. So we do not continue trading. If we have a win or a loss, we have to log those trades first. We have to mark on the trade manager what happened. So with the first trade amount of $3.42, what exactly happened? Well, that was a win, right? So now we can't trade with less than $1 inside a pocket option. So let's go ahead and consider this session completed. I will go ahead and reset this. I'll mark one session completed over here. And, I probably have a larger balance now. 503.15, we can update this. If you guys like to compound your account over time, and that's not right, that's 15, there we go. If you guys are into compounding, then you would always want to update your initial capital after every single session that you complete with the trade manager, okay? So let's go ahead and continue. 344 is the next trade. We were using 342, but now we're using 344. So we're already compounding this. Let's go ahead and take another trade. I mean, we're doing pretty good on time, so let's go ahead and do it. Alrighty, so we're outside of the Keltner up here already, so that's already done its thing. And this is already broken out. Look what's happened here. It's broken out of the Keltner channel and just took off. So But that's okay. There's going to be many, many more opportunities for you guys. Okay. Now, I don't know if I would go lower than 1 minute on the time frame. I mean, some of you guys, I'll make a strategy that uses a 1 minute time frame, and then you'll ask me later, will this work on a 30-second time frame? Well, technically, I mean, the charts are fractal. And what that means is that if you have the chart on a 30-second time frame or a 1 minute, it's going to look very similar. It's going to look almost identical. It doesn't really matter. It's just the speed of how the candles form. And some of you are not familiar, or some of you are not comfortable with that kind of speed. But it's been known that the higher time frames have performed better with better accuracy. And so just keep that in mind. Some traders only trade on the 1 hour chart. But let's look for something here, guys. Are we coming out of this Keltner channel? Look at that. We got a long wick there. And so what that tells me that this could be some big rejection there. Look what's happened. And we didn't have a new candle that appeared outside of the Keltner, or that closed outside of the Keltner either. So we're still inside of that Keltner channel. But I want to see some strong candles leading up to the edge of the Keltner. Okay. Moving to the, some strong candles moving to the bottom of the Keltner or the upper side of the Keltner. Well, we've got a green in here, so this is pretty risky, guys. I don't know about this. Let's see what this does. We've got 26 seconds. If we got a new candle that appears after 20 seconds and it closes outside of the Keltner, because we're already outside of the CCI over here, we're way, way oversold down here. We got 9 more seconds to go, so this looks like this could be a winner. But I don't really know if it's going to be a winner, guys. There we go. Let's go ahead and enter. I could get a little pullback. Okay, there's my pullback right there. But we've got a whole 2 minutes on this expiry. I should have waited for that to pull back a little bit more before I entered, because I'm so used to doing the fast 5 strategy, which means that normally like you'll enter trades, or like the 3-bar strike where you enter trades as soon as they close. That happens all the time. So now this is pulled back quite a bit. It's got 34 seconds. No, not 30. The candlestick has 30 seconds, but the expiry, we got about 1 minute and 27 seconds to go. So let's go ahead and wait this out. Hopefully I don't lose my voice here on the video. Sometimes that happens. You do a lot of videos, you kind of lose your voice after a while. So, but we're coming down and we're getting some good rejection there. You see a long wick on the top of that, but we are not in the clear, guys. So let's see what the next candle is going to be. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so we got a whole minute here to wait for this to come down. Is it going to pass our entry point? I don't know. If it doesn't, that's okay. No worries. So let's just go ahead and ride this out. 47 more seconds to go. It's creeping down. It looks like it's kind of thinking about what it's going to do. And, we did have that green candle there, which I wasn't entirely crazy about. I was looking for some more red candles onto the downside, but it is what it is. We're on the video. It's already been done, so let's just go ahead and roll with it. So, okay, we got about 15 more seconds to go, and making you guys wait through all this. I know, no fancy editing and stuff like that, guys. We're just gonna wait this out. So, okay, 4 more seconds. Looks like it's gonna be a dud. No problem. Let's go ahead and close that out. All right, so that's a loss. Now back over here on the trade manager, let's mark this with an L, okay? And then the trade manager gives us the next trade amount, which is 638. So let's go ahead and update that. But we don't have to think about what the next trade amount's going to be. It's not exactly doubling up. It's not that simple, guys. You don't want to put in like, $6.50 or $7 on the next trade. Why do that when you could trade with much less and still come out in profit? So you guys don't even have to think about the math. Let's change the chart because this is becoming a little bit indecisive there. And let's find something else. And then you guys could really decide if you want to do this. But look what happened here. That's kind of interesting. All right, let's clear everything out. Let's add a new set of assets or a new set of currency pairs up here to the top of pocket option, paying out at 92%. Everything's fresh. Let's go ahead and browse through here. This looks pretty good right here. I'm going to go ahead and sell and take this entry on a whim. Now, why did I do that? Because, you know, we've closed outside of the Keltner and we're also oversold on the CCI. So I went ahead and just entered. Now, 2 minutes is a pretty long time on the expiry. The green line strategy, the video that I did yesterday, that was also a 2-minute expiry as well. So there's a lot of wait time. But, you know, we like to keep it real here as much as possible. That's what it's all about. So, but you guys got the settings for the strategy. You're watching me on this video. You've got the how to do the strategy itself and all the chart settings. I've shared all of that with you. So you guys should pretty much be ready to go, or should be good to go anyway. So we got 1 minute. We got 1 minute and 8 seconds to go. We're in the red right now. We're just going to go ahead and wait this out. And just keep on going, right? That's all you can do. Yeah, you can get up, get a glass of water or something like that, come back. You know, some traders trade 5-minute expiries, 10-minute expiries. You know, I've seen it all. I've seen it all, guys. Just whatever works best for you. Some of you don't have that, you know, you're not that patient. You want something, you know, you've got that ADD or whatever, or OCD, and, you know, you want to see faster profits and stuff like that, then you just have to find that strategy that works best for you to get those faster profits. Everybody's different. So 26 more seconds to go. And I don't know, this is going to flip around or whatever. Sometimes everything can be kind of random out there, so you never know. But yeah, good thing we have some money management in place to save our butts if something does happen. We're coming back up on the CCI, so it looks like it's kind of turning around a little bit. We may have lost our chance there, so we got 2 more seconds to go, and it looks like this is going to be another loss. So back over here on the trade manager, mark this as a loss. Next trade amount is 1165. And let's look for another setup. But we were really, really close there, so that was actually performing quite well. I might have been a little late on that entry though, but you know, it is what it is, guys. We can all go back and say what it is or what happened, but at the end of the day, you know, it's a win, it's a loss, and we just have to kind of move on from there. So, okay, a lot of these older charts look pretty good, you know, the way they've planned out. Oh, this is kind of cool. So, but now that's green, so that's a little weird. We're coming down to the bottom of the CCI. But overall, it looks like it's an upward trend, right? So it's going up. So maybe I don't want to enter a sell on a chart like this. Might want to look for buys. You know, if it comes back up and it goes outside of the Keltner channel at the very top here, maybe at that time then I'll consider entering. But also I'll be looking at the CCI as well. So let's come back to that. That's AEDCNY. Let's come back to that. And this is kind of going up and down here. So this is something that we've had before, or we just got out of this trade, I think. This is the one we lost, but look at that, it's starting to come back. So we got about 15 more seconds to go. If we get a candle that appears outside of that Keltner, I may go ahead and enter. And let's just do it, guys. You know, I mean, we're kind of pressed for time here. This is a video, so I want to get more trades in. We got about 2 more seconds to go. There's the next candle. Let's go ahead and enter. Let's just do it. Let's just enter and see where this goes. Why did I do that? Because, you know, we've printed a new candle outside of the Keltner, but we're also way, way, way down here on the CCI. So we're outside of the CCI. So we're in that oversold area. So yeah, it's a decent entry. Let's go ahead and go with it. Yep. Had a pretty good breakfast today, you know, had some eggs. Actually had some bacon. You know, for all you American people out there, you know what I'm talking about. You know, having those eggs and bacon every morning. I've been doing that every morning, kind of get that ketogenic diet kind of thing going on. You got to do that, you know. That's, You got to watch things. I don't really eat a lot of carbs and stuff, but you know, man, watch it. It's really good. So just trying to keep that going. Also, I've been doing yoga every day, guys. Yoga. I mean, it's not easy. It's the hardest thing you'll ever do. It's like 30 minutes of pain, right? And I'm trying to get to that 45 minute mark. It lasts like an hour, but I can't do the full hour. I can only do like 30 minutes. It is hard, man. I'm like dying. But it really lets you know how flexible you are not, right? So at least for me anyway. I thought I was flexible, but not even close. So we got about 34 seconds to go. We got a little bit of a bounce back here, unfortunately. That kind of sucks, but it is what it is, guys. 24 seconds to go. We could come back down. We're still oversold here on the CCI. But, whatever. We're just going to go ahead and take this. Dude, I'm running off of like pure energy here. I don't hardly have any caffeine anymore. So I'm feeling pretty good today. Feeling really, really good. Okay, so that was a loss, guys. Let's come back over to the trade manager. And let's enter the next trade amount, which is 2084. And let's go ahead and find another setup here. So that one looks like it could have been something because look at that. It's going to the upside. Look at that. Let's go ahead and enter this one. I like this. And it's came back down to tap the top of that Keltner channel. Look at that. We've broken out. It's printed outside of the Keltner channel, but it's come back to tap it. And it looks like overall upward trend, but we also could be hitting some resistance up here too. So that's something that we really want to keep an eye on. So if we hit resistance, then this thing is coming down. But if this line here, the line was very close to the top of the CCI. Okay, so it's coming down. That's all right. It's probably just, stretching a little bit. Kind of like you're stretching doing yoga. We got the candlesticks stretching as well. We got 1 minute and 25 seconds. I think it might go to the upside a little bit more, but it is what it is. It's not going to do what I think. It's just going to do whatever it wants to do because there's only two things that the market will do, and that's either go up or down. And that's it. And, really at the end of the day, a lot of us don't really have any control of that. So we have to accept that that's what it's going to do and just kind of roll with it. But we got about 1 minute to go here. So just going to go ahead and wait this out, guys. 3 losses. Wow. I've had many more losses in a row than 3. We may have 4 losses here today, but it is what it is. Let's just go ahead and keep rolling. So we got 40 seconds to go. Looks like the CCI is turning around there. We did have some strong candles, some strong green candles leading up to the breakout of that Keltner, but it looks like it's just totally reversed on us, so which is a bit unfortunate. But 24 seconds, it looks like, guys, we're probably going to sit out on this one. We may not make it. We're not on the clear here at all. Unless it comes up in the last 11 seconds there, I don't see us winning this trade, guys. Yeah, we've got 2 more seconds to go, so it looks like this is going to be another loss. So we had 4 losses, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4 with this strategy. So you guys tell me, is this something that you think that's going to work for you? You may want to try it out. Am I making these videos, wanting to win every single trade? Guys, I lose some money too. I have to stop what I'm doing, and I have to probably go to another strategy that I know that works. And I have plenty of videos on my channel. This is the first time I've made a strategy about this particular one, or made a video about this strategy anyway. And look at that, it finally came up, but that's okay. Let's just keep on going here. Let's do another trade. Let's take another one. 36.25 is the next trade amount. And I'm probably going to be like maybe good for one more trade on this because, we got to at least maybe hopefully get another, just at least one win would be nice. That would be nice. So, or we've already had a win, but we've already had, 4 losses in a row already, so, which is not great. But yeah, let's just go ahead and continue here. And okay, this is coming down. I like this a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and enter. We are oversold on the CCI, and we are let me go ahead and zoom in here a little bit for you guys so you can see this. So we've printed a new candle outside of the Keltner channel, right? We've got 3 really strong red candles coming down, but it looks like this could bounce back, but I don't know, guys. It's really just kind of a toss-up. I'm just doing this because I'm following what the CCI is saying down here, and also the fact that we're breaking out of that Keltner channel. So it could really do anything. We really, really don't know what it's going to do, if this is going to be a win or a loss. So we got about 1 minute and 20 seconds. Let's go ahead and wait this out. And I'll give you the verdict here on how my feelings about the strategy and if I think it's maybe going to be worth it for you guys. Because I'm going to be hitting my stop loss, my mental stop loss here in a minute, if I really want to do this or not. We got about 53 seconds to go. Let's go ahead and wait this out to see if we can get a profit here. At least one profit with this session would be nice. We are still over the CCI on the bottom here in the oversold area. But I would say once you get around 6 losses in a row, 5 losses in a row, maybe even 7 losses in a row, you know, you guys got to make a decision if you want to continue. If I were to take this a little bit more serious, I would probably practice and demo and then take more time to practice the strategy. Because some strategies just need a bit more practice. They're going to see different things. We got about 9 seconds to go. If we get a little bit closer to that entry, that'd be great. But it looks like, guys, you know, we're probably not going to make this. And, you know, I've got to make a decision here. So we've had another loss. That's 5 losses in a row. Should we continue? If I win the next one, that'll place us at about 480. But right at the moment, we're down $424. So I'm going to tell you guys, if this is something that you guys want to do, then great. But it looks like for me, I'm probably not going to be continuing this strategy because I'm just not feeling it. This is not something that I'm doing on a regular basis. I have my own strategies, such as the Fast 5 and the 3-bar strike, which is what I normally do. Or just try the green line strategy. So guys, we've already had 5 losses in a row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm probably not going to continue with this because, you know, this is like the second or third time that I've actually done this strategy, and I'm really not feeling it personally, but don't let that discourage you from trying this out. Okay, so give it a try. I've gave you all the indicators, all the settings and everything. Or if you know a better way to do this, or if you're watching me do it, but you know how to do it even better, then leave us a comment below and would love to hear your feedback on maybe how we can make this strategy better. But for the time being, it's just not working for me. So that's it. I'm going to leave it with that. Now, if you guys want all of the trading tools and strategies that our members are using to compound their earnings over time, the strategies that actually work, maybe you have Final Strategy on YouTube that you are trying out like I have, like I've done on this video. I found a strategy on YouTube, but it's not really working for me. I'm just not feeling it. Normally, if it's a strategy that I like, I will continue trading. I will continue to use the trade manager, but for something like this, I'm not feeling very confident with it, so I'm probably just going to go back to the other strategies that I'm using. But if you're looking for something proven to work with real feedback from actual real people, the Wealth Warriors Alliance has a community. This is a live community. This is where you actually get to chat and communicate with other members. And there's also a new channel that's called a Strategy Vault. The Strategy Vault is a vault of strategies that are proven to work from the Wealth Warriors members, and they will be there to answer any questions that you guys have and to show you guys the results of some of these strategies. We can come down here. Many of these members have, they're from all walks of life. We've got many traders that have joined the group. They used to do Forex, futures, trade stocks, but they have never been profitable until now. So we've got members that are compounding their account over several weeks or several months using the trade manager. We've got members taking out pocket option withdrawals all the time. Does it work? Yes. Can you withdraw with pocket option? Absolutely. but you'll really never know that and believe it until you actually get in the group, start asking around, and you're going to find out that many of our members have had no issues withdrawing from pocket options. So whatever you've read on the internet, whatever you've read on Reddit, I would take it with a grain of salt. I would be highly skeptical of whatever you read on those websites, and get into the group and actually get real feedback from real members that are here, and you'll discover that we're not having any of those issues. And a lot of those issues that you read about on the internet have already been resolved anyway. So for whatever reason, maybe there's some traders trying to cheat pocket option, and they get their panties in a bunch and they want to come online and complain about it. You also have those types of people too. So, but guys, it's all right here. We've got members that are compounding their account, turning $400 into over $2,000 in 1 month total profit. These are real screenshots. These are nothing that I've paid for. Members have voluntarily just put out the results right there inside of the group so you guys can read it. You can also trade anywhere in the world with a laptop. And that's one of the great things about this, and especially this trading world, is that there's not a lot of overhead. You just need some kind of device or, a small computer or desktop, and you guys will be on your way. A lot of you ask me if all of the trading tools are included, and absolutely. We don't leave anything out. There's a very affordable one-time fee. It's a lifetime thing. There's no subscriptions, nothing like that. It's one time, and many of our members make that back the first week with their trading. So that's it, guys. I wish you all the best of success. Try this strategy out. I'm not crazy about it. I probably will not be continuing this strategy. Just not feeling it, guys. But I wish you all the best, and we'll see you on the next video. Have a great day. Take care.